Alright guys, quick video here to help you prepare for DAW Proficiency Test 2. Alright, here's the first task. Prepare an audio project to edit and mix by importing audio files, arranging tracks in a proper order, and making every event roughly equal in amplitude. So let's begin by importing our files. So here's a Studio One project I have open already. Go to the browser, go to the Files submenu on your desktop, find your folder labeled Basic Tracks, pick a tune. I'm going to go with Fooling Myself, and bring in the tracks. Alright, close the browser to save yourself some real estate. Zoom out to view the totality of the project, and notice that some of the amplitudes are deficient, and increase them so that they roughly match the loudest sound in the project, which is this bass here. So I'm going to make all the events feature amplitudes at the same height. Alright, then I'm going to put my song in a score order. So that means the drums upstairs, kick, overheads. Next up is the bass and the rhythm guitar, then the lead guitar, then the lead vocal and the harmony, or whichever order makes best sense to you. All right, covers the first question. All right, question 2 is send an audio signal to an effects channel and insert reverb on the effects channel. So bring up the mixer. I'm going to go with the lead vocal. Sometimes I increase the height of the mixer so I can see all the inserts and sends, clearly differentiating between the two. So the question asks to set up an effects channel. That means a send, not an insert, a send. So on the lead vocal, I'm going to send, add effects channel. I get this new blue fader over here, and on its insert, I'm going to place reverb. There we go, mix verb. All right, that's that question. Next up, process a kick drum with expansion and equalization. All right, so here's my kick drum. To process is to use an insert. So plus sign, expander. All right, in order to use an expander, you must press play and observe the amplitude. All right, sometimes I adjust how much it's turned down using the range knob. And then I wiggle the threshold knob around until it's doing an expander's duty, which you should know what it does at this point. So somewhere around here, it seems to be working well. All right, next up after that is to use some equalization. I have a bit of a formula that I use for kick drum. You can copy it, or you can show me why yours is better. I filter just a little bit around 50. I notch out around 200 or so. Subtraction, and then sometimes I add a shelf for some slap. Looks like that resulted in a little bit of peaking, so I might decrease the volume of my kick drum a little bit. All right, next up is to mix or balance volume effects and pan, being sure to avoid clipping. All right, then take a couple minutes and arrange your mix the way that you like it. All right, so that kick drum's nice and strong. These overheads, I'll probably pan left and right. That provides some stereo sound from the drums. I'll mix the bass in just so, keeping it center and matching it with the kick drum. I'll probably separate these guitars, hard left and hard right. Classic 70s mix. Lead vocal nice and strong, harmony vocal backing it up, mixing the reverb of the lead vocal in the way that you like it. All right, so that's this question here, that's balancing volume effects and pan. It's essentially just mixing. Just show me a quick mix. Show me that you can make some sense there. And then finally, we're going to master our track by applying some limiting and then measuring the LUFS with a level meter. So that's the last step. Come over to your master fader. Real quick here, I'm going to make a small adjustment to eliminate that clipping. Seems to be coming from a couple tracks in combination. Okay, I think that's balanced now. Here I am on the mastering, or the last stage. Here's the far right channel labeled main. Go to insert plus sign, find the limiter. All right, back the ceiling off slightly. Make sure you're playing the track. Maybe set the threshold back just a little bit and start pushing up with the gain knob. And then whenever you're getting an RMS, or these hovering dashes, that's around, say minus 13, 14, 11, 12-ish, you know that you're in the ballpark. So this track looks sufficiently loud, at least according to the limiter. Then underneath the limiter, important that it's underneath the limiter and not first, is the level meter. All right, and we'll measure with R128 and LUFS. I might have to click reset the timer too. And it looks like perhaps I'm a little bit too loud. Minus 11, I don't know, it's pretty close. I might just back this off a little bit. Go back to my level meter, see if I made an improvement. Okay, now it's maybe too quiet. This is what it is. Back to the limiter and split the difference. All right, and that's everything. No need to export. Just show me that you can do the basic process. Good luck.